I just realized my door's open. Hold on, guys. Just one sec. You going outside? We don't need them kids being crazy on me. Sorry about my craft room. It is an absolute insane mess. That's what you get when you have 3 vendor shows back-to-back weeks. So, we're still in chaos. Hope you guys are doing good. Okay. I have my phone in my pocket and it's digging in. There we go. All right. Oh, and perfect. It looks like they sent out the text message. Alrighty. So I hope you guys are all doing great. We're doing a big door hanger tonight. This guy is 18-inch circle. Okay. I know it's hard to see the details of it. We are doing a half and half, so a half volleyball, half softball sign. I think you guys have seen my half and half baseball sign. I think I've painted it for you. So this is just a different variation of it. I had a customer request it, and I thought it would be cool to show you how you can change your variations and stuff like that for clients, and just minor little things, and you don't have to do a whole new drawing or a whole new thing, because you can just moderate it just a little bit. So anyways, without further ado, let me go overhead here. Okay, so like I said, it's big. I don't have it fully zoomed in. If you guys need it more zoomed in, I will. It says Home Sweet Home still. So this is the volleyball sign, this is the softball sign. Colors that we're going to be using tonight, I scrolled down too far, I'm not seeing comments. Okay, are going to be black and white. Where is my white? There's my white. Black and white, and this black almost fills out. And then we've got drizzle gray, bright red, and then I also grabbed light ivory. Okay, we're going to be doing some shading to make this sign kind of pop, because it is going to be pretty dang white, right? So we need some stuff to make it look good. Let me grab real quick. Maybe not. All right, well, we'll just use this one, but we'll use the back side. Because we're going to be doing some shading. First thing that I'm going to do is we're going to grab some median, which is on my table, and get that going. Let's see. Okay. My phone's just giving me notifications that those texts were coming through on Kajabi as well. All right. So thank you, Casey. I appreciate it. First thing that we're going to do is do the white. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white here on my foam tray. We're going to get some of our light ivory. And our drizzle gray. Excuse me. Okay. So with the volleyball, I'm going to do white and ivory, and then we're going to throw in just a little bit of gray for shading, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the light ivory and then the white on the back end of our brush, okay? We're going to kind of go back and forth just a little bit here. I forgot to put some median. Median just kind of helps keep your paint from getting too watered down. Okay, grab that. A little bit of that. Okay. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of do our half part. Okay, we're going to go this way. So son plays baseball and daughter is a volleyball star from what she was telling me. So I thought that was really fun. And something we could play into just a little bit. So you can see that ivory starting to kind of blend and ombre into our white that we already have here. And you want that nice smooth look, that it's not forced line, okay? That's kind of what we're going for. Okay, so we've got this going. Let's get our volleyball going now, our lines of our volleyball. Same thing, ivory with the white. And when we're ombre right here, I'm just going to kind of slightly blend that back in with our line. Same thing here, we're going to go again. My brush is dragging, so we're going to get some more paint here. Grab a little bit more medium. And it's kind of like an arch straight line because we're trying to get that curvature look, that dimensional look. So that's why you want to kind of do a curved line. Going back this way. All right. Then I'm going to kind of come in here, soften this up. Grabbing our ivory again and our white. I'm going to kind of come down. Give our nice volleyball here some dimension. And then we'll come back here and then smooth that out so you get those nice pretty lines. Can you guys see that? Hey Sherry, how are you, hon? So we're gonna go here again, get our nice curve for our volleyball. And then this didn't quite meet, so I'm just gonna pull that in. Make sure that we have nice pretty lines. Okay, so you can see how that volleyball is starting to take form right now. Let's grab some more of our medium. Okay, right here. Taking my angle brush and just kind of pulling through, okay? Nice and smooth, and then we're going to smooth out where our half and half part is. I am doing great. A little tired today. Those vendor events, those 2-day vendor events, man, they beat you up. You get a little tired from them. And mine was hot and rainy and humid. Luckily it didn't rain during the show. It rained afterwards, but I had to take down both nights. Normally I'll just leave my tables and you know, like my heavy stuff and just take my product home, but nope, we had to fully take down, so makes it a little more rough. And you got to do that. But the show was very good, very successful. I felt very good about it. I'm also doing a paint class locally at a coffee shop, and so we advertised for that, and that was we were starting to see some signs from it and people ordering from it, so that was a good thing. So I was excited. So I'm going to bring this up to you so you can kind of see that ombre too. And you can kind of see how it's a nice soft line and it's not just super straight. That gives you that cool dimension that we were looking for. Even same with the roundness of this, okay? I know it just went blurry. It should autofocus in just a second. We'll keep watch. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited. I met a lot of local talented small business people. They came out as well. I had a lot of people ask if I would paint for them at their studios and stuff like that. So it was also it was just really good day. I mean, I've had some personal things going on with a friend of mine, and so I was a little worried to go, and you guys, God prevailed, and he definitely showed up because I was a little concerned about everything, and things just went the way that they needed to go. So I'm just coming in right here with our gray. Like I said, I'm not going to do a ton of gray. I just want just a little bit of our gray here to kind of pull into our volleyball. This will also pull into the baseball side of things. Oops. So it made it good because she was there and things didn't get all crazy. So I'm happy for that. I was a little worried it might. All right. Watering that down. So we had a little bit of streakiness, more than I wanted. Okay. We'll come back in and add some white too to the edge of this. And then, like I said, we're just kind of lightly going around our edge here. Same here. Okay. Get some more here. Grabbing gray or ivory, kind of coming back in here. Okay, gonna grab just some median. We'll smooth this out as we're going. Wow, that is really fuzzy. Let me see if we can get that to reset. Why is it? Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. All right. Let me get this going. There we go. Get this going. Okay. All right. Like I said, we're just kind of adding a little bit of gray in. There's a little bit more than I want, so we'll probably go back in and add the white to really blend that out. I wanted this gray to pull in over on the softball side, or on the baseball side too. Can tell what sport I'm used to. We'll be doing fall ball before I know it. All right. Okay. So we've got a lot of brush back here, right? You can see that. We were going to fix it now. Okay. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this, a little bit of our white. This is where it's going to kind of come in, and we're going to soften things just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to start seeing it kind of blend just a little bit more. Get nice and pretty here. Grab some more of our white. Go right here. Get this one nice and blended. Get right here blended as well. Okay, grabbing just a little more white. There we go. So if you think you've got things too dark, just add some white, add your base tone, and you can clean it up, okay? Can you kind of see how good that's starting to pull in and look nice and smooth? It's all kind of coming together a little bit more. Okay. And grab just a little more medium here. Grabbing our white. There we go. Cleaning this up here. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Going right in here next. Getting that one nice and smooth. Okay. Coming in here. Getting those nice shades going on. We're gonna go right through here, just like so. So we're just kind of adding layers, smoothing it out, letting that medium do its job, make it nice and watery and kind of water it out, clean it up, make it a little bit lighter. We said we wanted. Let me add just a little bit more white here. Okay, and we're gonna grab some more medium. Anybody else do shows today or this last week? I know Dawn did. I was hoping she'd be on so we could see what was going on there. Bet she'll be on later. She normally is. I know with business calls, sometimes we forget when the business call gets canceled. All right. Alrighty, we're gonna get this nice and smoothed out now. There we go. Okay, my time. You can see a little bit of streakiness that I wasn't loving right there. And right there. There we go. There we go. Better. All right, same thing here. We're gonna get that nice and cleaned up. Okay. And all right, I'm loving that softball. Loving that volleyball now. What do you guys think? You guys liking that? That look? We'll get some detail lines in it and it will really make it pop too. Okay, so baseball sign is going to be just a little bit different. We are only going to do the gray and the white on this one, just to give that other tone. Hey Betty, how are you, hon? So same thing, we're going to go with our gray and grab some white here. We'll go back and forth. And I really want that gray pretty light. Let me grab some more median. Okay. All right. So the median here is going to work as our nice little line here to kind of get both of them kind of flowing nice. There we go. Nice pretty flow there. All right. Grab some more white. How are you doing, Betty? Guys, we have had it crazy these last few weeks. We keep getting these crazy storms at night. Big thunder, all that. Good wind, all of it. It's crazy. All right. Just kind of cleaning up our baseball here. Our baseball side. I'm going to come in on this side now. Grab some gray and our white here. Nice smooth. Get that blended back in where our lines meet. Just kind of go nice back and forth, nice strokes there. Hey Dawn, I was just talking about you. How did your event go? Did you do good? Did you sell out? I did pretty good on mine. I was really happy. I met a lot of new local people that want me to do events and different things for them, so I was really excited for that. Sometimes even if you're not making the money, just getting out there and getting your name out helps a lot too. It was okay, not great. Was it hot? Because ours was so hot and humid. Saturday we were just dying of heat. It was super hot. The only thing I had, you guys, which I'm telling you, if you don't get fans because they're amazing, I got a Cobalt fan. It was amazing. You gave out a lot of parts. Perfect. You go, girl. Okay, guys, volleyball part is done. We're gonna go on to the stitching. Mine, Sunday so it rained that night, so I had to pull everything down. Normally when I do the 2-day events, I will, you know, leave my tables and my tent and like the heavy stuff. So I ended up having to take down everything. And then rained and everything. So the next day it was cooler, but then it got so humid, drippy, like awful. And then got hot again. We kept watching for a storm, no storm, but it started getting very slow fast. Sunday was a better day sales wise, but slower for people, but better sales. People that came were committed to buying things. So that was one thing that was nice. So I'm glad I did go because I really was debating whether to go or not. So, but that's good that you gave out a bunch of cards. Okay, guys, I am going to do the arch, or our stitching on our ball here. And this is a number 10 round. I have a brush that wants to not want to stay in spot. Okay. So we're just going straight through with our stitching here. I'm trying to get coverage, but I'm also trying to get just that nice stitch mark so that you can kind of see where we're going with it. And we can kind of come back through and clean up our line a little bit more. Okay, cleaning this up. I have an event next week, but it's indoor, and I am so grateful for it, you guys. Woo! 2 events outside, yuck. I also put in a little bit more of an expensive venue that I'm hoping I get. It's at a winery, and according to a bunch of the other people some of the other vendors, they were saying that a lot of people sold out at this event last year. So I am praying that I get in. So all the good vibes for me, okay guys? They're still looking for different vendors. I might be. The one in October that I'm doing that's at the Vineyard, I believe it's the 22nd. It's a Saturday, Sunday as well. So let me know what the dates are. Okay, I'm doing the stitches here. So you don't want to press too far down, but you do want a good firm press too. You don't want to like stab it, but you do want a solid press to go straight to it, and then you can lift up, okay? That's how you get those nice pretty lines. And then when I cross in, I always kind of go back through and kind of get that center so it looks nice and pretty for us, okay? If you want, Dawn, I can definitely give you the link for the Vineyard one too. Alright. You're more than welcome to stay at Hotel Gayton. You couldn't hear and it kept stopping. Oh no! My storms, I don't think I have a storm. No, I got clear skies. Can everybody else, am I okay? Can you guys hear me? Like, I can see my audio's on. Well, I'm so sorry. That sucks when Facebook doesn't play nice. Okay, we're gonna let this dry. The red is looking really good. I'm not too worried about a second coat on it. So while this is drying, I'm going to just sit this over here real quick. We're going to go ahead and use our black here. And one thing that I was going to show you guys with these that I have found is, you know, the cute little makeup sponges. These are amazing, and you can wash them out and reuse them a couple of times, okay? So it's not just a one and done. I got them at the dollar store, or you can get them in the beauty place. They're not too expensive. I'm going to leave the red out just to make sure that we're good. Trying to find a spot on my crazy plate here. I guess that's good enough. Okay, so just like this, you can get it a little bit wet. Kind of just like helps it get a little more pliable. Oh, it's okay now? Okay, good. And then you just get a little bit on your sponge. I kind of dab just a little bit before, and then we're just gonna dab right around. You can even kind of do little mini stroke kind of stuff and smooth it that way. But I loved doing this because a lot of the times your brush will you'll kind of get your paint residue on the edges, where this, it doesn't. And it works super fast. So if you've got those 3D words and stuff like that, and those smaller things that you're trying to paint and get a nice base coat to, this is awesome. Okay, so we got that one. Let's get one more home for our home sweet home. Plus it makes, you know, fun little tappy tap sound. Alright. And you guys, I remembered to take pictures this time, so I believe I posted it. Yes, I know I did. I posted the first day in design group so you guys can see my setup of what I did and my chicken wire holders and everything else. And I'm sorry, Gilda, I just now remembered I needed to get you the measurements. So I will try and remember when I get off to hurry and ask Brian. He's been at work all day today. He's loving working for Haynes, so that's been fun. It's just different not having him at home all the time. I've had him at home for, I can't even remember how many years now, probably at least 4 years I've had him where he works at home, you know, so it's really weird. I mean, even when he worked for Target, he would, you know, obviously he flew a lot and stuff like that, but this is weird to me because I've had him basically for 2 years not really traveling or anything either, so it's gotten a little weird. Not like I'll go to be like, hey Brian, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he's not here. I guess I'll have to wait to ask him that. I'm just gonna hit this with like one more quick little, I don't know why I'm doing that because these are getting glittered. Never mind, I'm wasting my time if I do 2 coats. Okay, so makeup sponge, amazing. I just throw it in my water and then, like I said, I'll rinse it out when I'm done. All right, let's go back here. Let's check our red. It is looking pretty good. I can see a couple places I do want to touch up though. Get this. I can see a couple of little spots right here that need some love. See right here, just a little. And right here. Other than that, I think we are pretty good. Get a little bit of a brush drag right there. Little brush drag right here. And just a small little one right there. Okay. And I don't like how the stitching went right there. Okay. We're gonna let that go. Now on to our detailing. Hey, Sousa. How's Susan? All right, I'm gonna use a 3/0 spotter tonight. On my door hangers, I like to go with either a 0/3 or a 5/0 spotter or liner brush. When you're using a little bit bigger of the door hangers, okay? So here, let me, sorry, my computer is being funny there. Okay, Hold on. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Okay. Let's get this going. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do our half part, so I'm not getting my hand in our paint. And why I water down our paint is it just makes the black go a little bit smoother when you're detailing. And honestly, I feel like it makes it last a little bit longer too. Okay. There we go. There we go. That line was not wanting to play nice with me. I'm kind of making this half one just a little bit thick here. Oh, it's losing my comments again. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. Maybe it is my end. Facebook's being silly for me now. It keeps jumping up to like the first comment that Sherry posted of, hi. Like, I know that I have more comments than this. It's really crazy. So if I don't see your comments, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so we've got our half part. We're going to go in and start doing our volleyball lines. Okay, there we go. Our next one. Here we go. Okay, get our volleyball here. Alright, let's connect this way. There we go. There we go. Well, that is a loud motorcycle. One I haven't heard come down here. Come down my road before. Wonder if somebody got a new toy. Alrighty, we got that stripe for our knit line. And let's go right here. Alright. Okay, so on our baseball, really the only center thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to just put the little dots for stitching. That's about it. So I'm just using the back of my brush. This one will maybe just kind of do a half little part. Okay, there's that one. As we keep going through here. Oh, you don't need another one. Okay. Now, let's get our outline and some swishies. Make it nice and cute. Okay, where am I at? Here, there we go. So where this transitions, we'll do a cute little swish here. Okay. Just gonna go right around our edge here. And again, right here. Let's maybe do a swishy here. Okay. That went a little wonky of a line there, right? One would think I was a little drunk there. Do another swishy here. There we go. I think about like halfway we'll do another little swish. Kind of right here. Kind of giving ourselves a little triangle pattern. Have fun dimension-wise. And we're almost back down. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got half and half there, our volleyball and softball. I'm really loving this. I was a little worried with all the white that was going to happen. And that's what I told the client too. I was like, this might be a little too white, but I am kind of loving it. Alright, so we're going to add some highlights. I might have to grab a little bit more white here. We'll see where we can go with it. Okay. See if I add just a little bit of medium, we can get some more white going here. There we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna grab just a little more white. We're gonna kind of help highlight a little bit. Grab some black here, so let's clean our brush. Not too concerned. Okay. Let me see here if we can get this to work. So we just need a little bit of white. Okay. Add just a little bit on our volleyball lines. Okay. There we go. Grab right here. There we go. All right. It really does, doesn't it? That shadowing in between it, because it kind of like looks like that we're pushing them together, doesn't it? That's why shading is so important, especially when you've got the white kind of going on. I know it makes it really intimidating at first. I was very intimidated of shading. I hope with showing you how to do that ombre shading method, it really does help you pull in and understand. But I mean, it took shading when I started painting and started shadowing and shading everything. It really did make a world of difference with my signs, and I wish I would have done it sooner. I'm going to set this over to the side because we are basically done. We're just going to have to glue the words on. So we're going to go ahead and glitter up my friend. I just realized I didn't put my red away. So let me hurry and get that picked up real quick. And let me grab my gray. Eee, that was tight. It's so funny too. I had a client ask for this one, and then they also asked for a soccer one. But the soccer one they haven't fully paid for yet. So I don't paint until it's paid for. I've learned. So do yourself a favor. Don't start work until it's paid for. We're at least 50% down. So I did go ahead and cut it, but yeah, I'm not gonna paint till. Got too many other stuff going on, right? Don't sell yourself short. Okay, you guys, these are going black, so we'll do black glitter. Oh, I thought I didn't grab it, but I did. All right, let me move these bottles out of the way. So Mod Podge is what's next. And I know I had a Mod Podge. Yep. And let's grab one of these guys. All right. Get that ready to go. We'll just use the top of my lid here. Got some dried up Mod Podge on the top of my lid. Let's grab that out. Okay. A little bit more there. Okay, so usually what I do is I'll just pour it right in the lid. Yes, it will do that cruddy stuff, but to me, I just peel it out and let it keep going and just keep going. So you could use the sponge, the makeup sponges here too, if you wanted. I think it would work fine. I haven't done it personally, but I still think it would work fine. All right, we're gonna kind of glitter in sections to make sure that we get nice glitterage. We're not getting our Mod drying on us. Okay. All right, put it down. I kind of have started learning too, if you pat a little bit of your glitter on, it also helps hold it in place. So you can see, nice and pretty. I love the look of black glitter on words. I don't know, it's just my thing. Let me hold right here. I'll get the last bit of this done. So pretty good coverage of it is what you want. Not floppy, but a nice smooth coat. Or it's almost kind of white looking. Okay, so like about like that, okay? And then we'll just throw some more glitter on here. Okay, and then we'll pat this in. Okay. Tap it just a few times here. Okay, so you can see how cool is that. Woo woo. Okay, we got one done. 2 more to go. Two more homes to go. All right. Since I can't hold on to the E, we'll probably, or can't hold on much more than that. We'll not miss the E on this one. Come back and do it. Just a minute. Okay. I'm just gonna tap this down into the glitter since we've got a nice little glitter pile going on here. This is another way that you can do glitter. Okay. You can see basically same effect, right? Either method I use. My E was kind of being covered more than what I wanted to overpaint. The modge there, okay. We'll dunk this guy in here. Okay. That one. And our last one here. And you guys, I think I left my glue downstairs, or I would have just glued it for you guys so you could see. Since we have time to do so, I might have another bottle of glitter up, or glue up here, so we'll check. I had to order more bottles. I was like down to 2 bottles. So, not good when you're doing shows. Alright. Alright guys, there's the M here. There we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we got that one done. Ain't that cool? Guys, I am sorry if I'm not seeing comments. It is like literally just saying the same comment over and over again. So Facebook is being silly. Hopefully it's not being super silly for you guys. But I am recording this too, so I do have that as our backup. Alright, let's tap that. Alright, so we've got that one done. Nice and pretty here. You throw that in there. Let's put some caps on things. Whoa! That was weird. Alright, we'll go with it. Okay, I always keep my papers, I always fold in the middle of them. It just makes it easier. Whoop. It makes it easier for the glitter to go back in. And I mean, I reuse these papers probably like a million times before I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time to say goodbye, friends. It's just parchment paper. Okay, let's see if I have an extra bottle of glue in here. And we'll glue it in. Oh, we're lucky. We got some. So I've been using the C8 thick glue and I love it. This is probably now my second favorite, is the Acrylic glue, super gel glue. I know, isn't that pretty? Yay, Sherry, I saw a comment. Okay. Let's bring this over. You know what? I just realized. You guys are gonna laugh. This is for the 12-inch sign. We left the big one over here. So, you guys aren't gonna see me glue. That is funny. So, as I'm saying I'm not gonna paint the other sign, I did kinda. Because those are supposed to go for that sign. So, I can't believe I did that. Ah! Alright, well, it's supposed to look like that. So 18-inch versus the 12-inch. Of course, I would do something silly like that. It's been my day today. I can't believe I did that. I can, but I can't, all at the same time. Should we do the glitter? I mean, I guess I got 5 minutes before. Anywho, we'll do the glitter. We'll repaint at least so you can see that part. I cannot believe I did that. That is so dang funny. My life, you guys, is me. Perfectly imperfect. You gotta just laugh at yourself, right? Let's grab that makeup sponge. Okay. My hands are gonna be a little black because I had to squeeze out the water. Let me squeeze out the water in my here. Well, we can try a different method. Let's try this method since I'm right here. We'll try this one where you glitter while your paint is wet, right? Remember me showing you guys that one before? We can compare which method we like more. So we'll put on our paint this way. The many ways to glitter, right? Okay, so our paint is wet. We're gonna glitter it. Throw it this way. You can see that effect. Okay. So far, looking pretty good. We'll go here and do this one. Okay. Like so. Okay. So this is another method. In the past, I like the coverage. It seems like you have to make sure you really get it nice and sprayed good because the glitter tends to want to fall off a little bit more than the Mod when you use the Mod Podge. That has kind of been my reason of why I don't do it all the time. All right, let's hold right here. So just different techniques since, you know, I'm an idiot, messed up, and painted the wrong letters, so why not? And I gotta paint them anyway, so, right? Okay. All right, so you can kind of see the different, not too much of a difference. I still feel like the coverage is really good. Okay. I'll sit that one there. Well, at least get a sweet done for you guys. Okay. That's as far as I want to go without it starting to dry too much. Okay. So you can see that. Let's go here. Okay. A little more. And there we go. Shake that on there. I gotta refill my bottle. Or I guess we can just dip into the pile of glitter, right? All right. So which way do you guys like so far? What are you guys thinking? So we'll dip it this way. You guys can see that way too, where you dip it into the pile. Running out of paint here. Okay, let's grab right here. Really liking the sparkles of the black glitter. Isn't it the sparkle of the black glitter awesome? I think black glitter is one of my favorites, to be honest, because of just how sparkly it is. It just shows up so cool. Halloween, I love doing glitters with the black. I think it just gives it that extra cool. Let me throw this in here. We'll do the home here. All right. Let's see if I just like hurry turbo speed. If we can get this, how fast we can get this glittered. I feel like I'm turboing. It's not going to happen. I'm like, I could see it starting to dry. Okay. Oh, I missed a spot right here. All right. Okay, guys, let's get this spot done. We'll hold over here. Super fast. Turbo speed. I don't know about you guys, but have you guys, after the 2-day events, do you just feel beat? Like, all day I struggled with wanting to take a nap, and I'm like, no, you have so much you gotta get done. I was so tired this morning. It beat me down. All right, let me glitter. I will say that the paint versus the Mod in dry time, just because I feel like it dries a little bit faster, but you still have to work really fast. So there's that, right? And I've always wanted to show you guys how I glue on. So let me hurry and do one. Man, yes, the heat definitely does. And my hips today hurt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't move. I don't want to move. Okay, let me move this over. You guys, I cannot seriously, ooh, that would have been bad. Cannot seriously believe that I like didn't catch that till literally to almost gluing time. Okay, we'll go with home since we did home first, and it should be the driest. So one thing that I do when I do my gel glue is I try and make sure that it gets really nice. Oh my gosh, yes. I always wear tennis shoes. I gave up on trying to look cute shoe-wise. I just try and find cute tennis shoes. That's about it. But no, I get you. My feet hurt, my hips hurt, all that hurt. And then slugging around boards into the laser. I am sore. Okay, so it already doesn't need to be cut. So what I do is I just go around, and with the gel, I just add a nice good coat. Now remember, this stuff is super gel. What I like about it being gel though is it's a little bit more controlled, if you can see. So then I kind of go back where the thicker parts of my words are that are cut out, and I just do a little extra right there. Okay, and then on my signs I have a small little etch so you can kind of see where to line it up, and sometimes it's best to get up off of your butt and double check. Now I have it just very lightly sitting on there right now. We've got it, yep, I've got it lined up just a little bit touched that way. Okay, so then what I do when I'm doing my glitter ones is I take the parchment paper that I use for glittering, and I kind of just put a nice firm pressure on it for a second. Count to 10, 30 seconds, whatever. Hi guys, up close and personal. At least you can't see my grays because I'm hiding that part. You can see I got some sun. I'm a little red. And of course we always got paint on me, right? Okay. And then you guys can kind of see how that looks. Oh my gosh, Susan, I don't know how, because you probably stand on those hard concrete floors all day long. Do you want to see me just keep on gluing? What do you think? Should we just try and get it done? If that's the case, Dawn, I don't even want to imagine when I get any older than what I am, and I'm younger than you, so I'm in trouble because I already feel yucky. So, girl, be proud of yourself because I'm feeling like poop. So same thing here again, just gluing that in, just laying that down, kind of matching up where my edge lines are. They're very faint, so that's why you guys can't really see them, because it's meant to be that way. Let's go right here. Finish it off, got it. Oh, that's how I was today on the laser. I had to cut, so I've been doing those cute interchangeable chalkboard signs for first and last day of school. And I've been very blessed with orders, but I had to cut 18 of those. I had to cut this, plus the soccer one. And so I am not joking you. On and off, on and off. So I get it, dude. But even then, your on and off, I'm sure, is much more extensive. And then we did flight boards for the coffee shop because they just got their liquor license for nighttime. And so they had us doing flight boards. So me and Brian, as soon as we got done with the vendor show, or rather I got done with the vendor show, he came and helped me take down. And we literally were doing flight boards for the rest of the night. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's never gonna end. Okay, so I am noticing a lot more glitter than when I typically have when I use the Mod. I'm still seeing great coverage on the letters that I'm not too concerned about them looking like there's not enough on there. But I definitely prefer the Mod Podge away. Just FYI. Okay, sorry, I'm like, so you guys can see, there we go, up close and personal, that's what it looks like. There we go. Isn't that cute with that glitter? Just makes it pop. Let me flip cameras so you can see it this way. So this is an 18-inch round. It is very nice and big. Those circle 18 inches show bigger, I feel like, than what an 18-inch cutout can look like sometimes. So you can see that. I have a lot of people that order the 18-inch in the rounds. So just FYI, that's kind of my more popular size. The next one would be the 20. I don't get too many 24s in the wood rounds. I have like glitter all over my computer right now. Love it. Thank you guys. You guys are all so awesome. You guys have a wonderful week. No cricket class tomorrow. So I don't think anything's on Tuesdays anymore. Is there something on Tuesday? I don't think there is. I do too, Dawn. I like that 18-inch round. It looks really good. It looks great on a door. It really does. You can tell I am like empty in here. It's so sad. All right, you guys. They do like the 16s too, by the way. FYI. All right, you guys. Be blessed. Have a wonderful week. Thank you all for being such amazing, wonderful friends, and I love y'all. And have a great week. Bye, guys.